All right, so for the next installment of our Jason Nash's Most Toxic Relationship series, because we're not done yet, we have the video entitled Surprising Best Friend with a Mercedes-Benz. And obviously, you can see that Trisha and David are both in this video. So we're going to get to see a little bit of their dynamic as well as Jason and Trisha's. Now, remember the last time we saw them? They went to Disneyland and they did the ASMR video that I know a lot of people weren't too fond of the ASMR whispering and noises, but this one should be normal. So let's check it out.
What do you think of this town?
It's depressing.
David makes it fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like.
So, real quick note, they're in Chicago. So he says, "What do you think of this town?" And she says, "It's depressing." I think this is because Trisha grew up in this state of Illinois. So she's not too fond of it. Remember, she always wanted to leave it, and she successfully did when her mother pretty much gave her all the money she had to place her in an apartment in California when she was only 18. That's when she officially moved to California when Trisha was 18. That's how you know the stories about her being a 16-year-old street worker when she was 16 were fake. Because she claimed it was in California and she wasn't even in California. She was temporarily in California to go to school with her dad, but she wasn't going to school and randomly street walking on the side.
He'll take you to Dunkin' Donuts and somehow it's fun. I don't know. All right, well, we're going to Chicago. Why are we going? To literally help David with his vlog. That's the only reason we're going, right? We're going for 24 hours.
I thought we were going to have a little cute date night.
No, wait till you see Vernon Hills. Nothing cute about it.
I can't believe we're going to Vernon Hills. I didn't know that part. Is Gucci Vernon Hills quality?
So she's obviously kidding. She knows they're going for David. She knows they're not going to Chicago for a date. That's probably the last place she'd pick. She probably will expect him to take her on one, though.
I love that we're wearing matching
I
suits.
can't believe you got me to wear these.
It's so funny.
We're gonna look like such tools. What did you say?
I'm kind of surprised Jason put on the shoes because he normally hated the matching thing. And she loves to do that with every partner. She even did that with Ethan on Front of Me. She just loves to match. But notice, though, that she dresses him kind of young when possible. Even the shoes. Like, those are pretty young shoes. And she's got this 45-year-old man wearing them. Which is funny because later she'll claim that Jason, after they broke up, she'll claim that Jason was weird for wearing all these young things and trying to be young.
I hate your music tastes.
I said I'm gonna play you a song and you go, ugh, I hate your music tastes?
Yeah,
you think
you-
I like listening to Hamilton?
Yeah, actually.
So wait, this actually is true. They don't have the same taste in things. She says she hates it, so she won't listen to it. Meanwhile, he also openly hates her taste, but he will listen to it because she kind of forces them to listen to it. So I think this is just another moment where it's not give and take on Trisha's end. It's take, take, take. And Jason's obviously trying to point out, like, I listen to your music when I don't like it. Kind of like, we both have to compromise here. We both have to bend.
What do?
Every time we get in the car. Trisha, you just made fun of me.
And then they end up listening to her music. That's what I mean. She always wins out on these things. Like, he wanted to listen to his song, she wanted to listen to hers, and they end up listening to hers. Like, literally hers, the song that she herself sang.
For the music I listen to, and then you just put on yourself.
I'm beautiful. It's good.
In this scene, you're gonna be running to David, to Chicago, saying, and your lines are, David, I'm coming, I'm gonna save your vlog.
David, I'm coming. I'm going to save your vlog.
Good, that was good, I felt that. The stupid.
I mean, it was kind of a funny little joke. I'm sure she liked it because I'm sure she likes to know that she contributes to the vlog because she did at the time. She definitely made the vlogs more entertaining, her and Jason. And normally she seems to hate Jason's jokes, but I think she liked that one because it put her in a positive light.
Stupid shoes. We need to take off our stupid Gucci shoes. We're pre-checked, so that was the whole point. Huh?
I'm vlogging.
No, my camera's on.
No.
Oh God, it's one of.
Wait, why can't they both vlog at the same time? It's going on different channels. It's not like it conflicts. But it sounds like she wants to vlog and doesn't want him to vlog. which kind of reminds me of the episode of Frenemies where she said Jason vlogged too much, and I didn't like to vlog that much, but she seems to be okay with it.
What are these? Oh, this is so far. This is so far. Are you that far behind? I look back and I'm like, not only can I not get myself there, but you're even further behind.
Your legs are 3 times the length of mine.
Well, don't get a butt implant next time. Get a leg extension.
Okay, why did that make me kind of laugh though? Like, he was obviously joking, but she seemed to get momentarily offended, so let's see what she says.
It's true, right?
She called him a dummy because of what he said. I think she got more offended though than necessary. I think he was obviously just kidding. It was about how she's slow. So he said, get leg extensions next time so you're a faster walker. He obviously wasn't like coming at her body.
It's true, right? Nope, no Panda Express, no coffee bean. Hey, we can eat some headphones from the Best Buy machine. Look at that. Whoa.
That slightly worries me for Jason because whenever Trisha's not fed, she seems to get upset and start acting out. But honestly, she seems in a good mood right now, so maybe he's safe.
Oh, that's cool. It was worth it right there. That was worth the entire trip. We gotta be out of our minds to do this. Like, I seriously think there's something wrong with me. Your laptop is so heavy. I don't know why you put diamond crystals on a laptop, but you know what would be cool on a laptop? Ankle weights. I may be Mr. Positive this trip.
Mr. Positive sounds like giving it.
Mr. Positive, have you been seeing?
Lower level.
So it sounds like Jason was complaining a little bit about how heavy her laptop was because he kept making subtle passive aggressive jokes about it, and then he decided I'm gonna be positive this trip. So let's see if he actually is. He doesn't honestly. Yeah, he was complaining, but it seemed lightly and jokingly. I know it was passive aggressive, so I will call him out on that. But it was just about a laptop and how heavy it was. I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Baggage
And I don't even think he was complaining as much as he probably thought he was.
claim and ground transportation.
I go, where's baggage? She goes, that's LL. I go, oh, lower level, like LL Cool J. Then I said, I didn't know LL Cool J stood for lower level Cool J. Oh, Trisha's didn't like the joke at all, but the woman in the elevator was dying. Funny stuff, Jason.
Wait, what did Trisha say?
Yeah, funny. The woman in the elevator was dying.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that surprising that she didn't like his joke because she doesn't seem to like most of his jokes. Other strangers actually do. Strangers always laugh at Jason, but Trisha kind of seems more annoyed than anything else. I think she just doesn't. I think she's just irritable a lot, and she doesn't like when he jokes because it just rubs her the wrong way. It's kind of like when you're already annoyed by something, so then you find everything annoying. I feel like Trisha's in a constant state of that. She's just constantly annoyed, so a lot of things that he does just annoy her.
Funny stuff, Jason. Get your vlog camera out.
This is so hard to be with a vlogger during Vlogmas because I have to vlog and you have to vlog.
Close your eyes. I'm going to put it right in front. I'm going to put your hand and you're going to just look at it. Go. Look. There you go.
Wow, this made my day.
So Jason got Trisha a gift, and it looks like it's a Jason Momoa magazine. So her saying that no one ever got her gifts, he did give her a small little gift, and he did actually give her a bunch of huge big gifts. Even remember the time he paid for her $1,000 golden chicken wings, or the time he surprised her with Hamilton tickets, which I think is coming up. Or the time he always buys her things. So I don't know why she says that he doesn't buy her things. He even bought her jewelry, expensive jewelry. And expensive candy. Those are coming up too.
And that's a bear of the year, but it's beer of the year. Hello, where are you going?
Getting the over the shoulder.
Oh! You're doing something
It's
weird.
Vlogmas. All right, we're in Chicago. We're at the...
I mean, it's a nice, sweet little gesture to get her something that he knows she likes. He knows that she was in love with Jason Momoa at the time, so he got her a Jason Momoa magazine to make her happy. When I say things like there's no give and take in this relationship, I mean, if, for instance, Jason likes Lady Gaga, right? I highly doubt Trisha would ever give him a Lady Gaga magazine because she would feel too threatened by the fact that he liked Lady Gaga. But meanwhile, Jason's not threatened, and he's like, oh, you like Jason Momoa? Here, look at him more. Here's a magazine full of pictures of him. Go crazy.
Holiday Inn in Vernon Hills, and David's on his way to pick us up, which I actually really like it here. It's actually
So Vernon Hills is where David Dobrik grew up. So they're going there to his hometown for a video, just for background.
really fun. I mean, it's so...
And side note, Trisha and David grew up in the same state.
Drip, 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 boring, dry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at it. Look at that. No Prada, no Gucci, no Kylie Jenner, no fancy people. Just a Holiday Inn Express with a breakfast bar that closes at 9 a.m. and usually you oversleep and miss it.
Party don't start till
So true. Every time you go to a hotel, you always miss the breakfast, right? Who's with us on that?
I walk in.
Don't stop, make it pop, make the blow the DJ up.
Okay, so she's in a really good mood. So let's see if she remains in a good mood this entire vlog. But she's in a really good one right now.
Tonight, I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop, no. Oh, 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 oh. There's David.
I can get other people.
That's his dad's truck.
I thought his dad had a BMW.
Oh, wait, no, that's not David.
That's so awkward. I was happy though. Look like Nick Crompton.
It is Nick Crompton.
Wow, he's in
He's
Vernon
joining
Hills?
Vlog Squad.
Babe,
What?
Vlog Squad is my thing now. And only I can choose who joins it.
Oh, yeah?
So obviously she's joking, but I think this is indicative of how comfortable she was with the vlog squad. And keep in mind, let's see, when was this? This was November 2018. So this is toward the end, by the way, of their relationship. Their relationship's going to end very soon, just in a few more months. So there won't be too many videos left. But so keep in mind, she liked the vlog squad. She felt like she was a part of them. Yes, this is a joke, but she genuinely felt like they were her friends. Even afterwards and during, she refers to them as her friends. This is important for later, but you'll see why.
Yeah?
Hey, who's in?
You and me.
Just me and you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You're gonna have to let everyone know, though.
You guys check out my merch. You can get it at fanjoy.com/DavidDope.
I mean, that is kind of funny. Just her and Jason. At least she included him. At least she wasn't like, just me and David. You can go kick rocks.
But it's my merch, so.
Here he comes.
I can't with you. You know what I would love?
A new brain?
A new boyfriend.
What?
I don't blame her for that insult because he insulted her first. A new brain was a bit passive aggressive. I will say that's probably the most passive aggressive I've ever heard Jason be to her. I know he's said some things in the past, but it was always first when she struck first. But this time she didn't seem to strike first and he struck first. So her insult back to him is fine. Like, it makes sense. He started it. But I want to know why. I wonder what was going on that day, because to me, they seem like completely fine. Like, she seems in a really good mood. She doesn't seem to be complaining. She doesn't seem to be passive aggressive. The only thing I can possibly think of is if he just got offended right now by her vlog squad joke when she said she was gonna basically kick everyone else out of the vlog squad and it was just gonna be her and Jason. I wonder if he got annoyed by that because she typically would talk about how she didn't want him to have friends. He didn't need anyone in his life. She didn't want him to be part of the vlog squad. She just wanted him to herself. I wonder if he took that joke and kind of like thought back to all the heaviness and meaning from before. Because I don't know why he would just randomly say, what, you want a new brain? Like, that doesn't make sense unless he thought she struck first. And one thing Jason is really touchy about is his friends. Even more so, I think, than his, like, ex-wife or even kids. Like, he's very touchy about his friends.
What would you love?
Nobody wants a lonely Christmas, but I'm about to call it quits with you. Breaking up is at the top of my wish list, and baby, you don't have a clue.
Oh, I never thought about those words. It's actually kind of a mean song.
So I thought she was getting over it because she seemed really happy, but then she sang a breakup song at him, which again, I'm going to give her a pass on this, you guys, because he started it with the comment. Because even if he took her initial comment as bad, I don't think it was as bad as he took it. Maybe I'm being naive here. I think she was trying to have, like, obviously she hates his friends. That's bad. Obviously we know that she's tried to, like, isolate him and everything. But I think she genuinely, in that moment, was just trying to be like, oh, me and you and the vlog squad together. I don't think it was, like, the hit that he thought it was. But I don't blame him either because she does take a lot of hits. So it's not his fault if he mistakes like a fake hit where she pulled her punch for an actual punch. You know what I mean?
I know, I thought so too.
Welcome to Vernon Hills.
Nice van.
Okay, but she's still in a good mood because they both related and joked about the song. And here's David.
Guys, what the hell are you guys wearing?
What?
Those shoes do not match who you are.
Yes, it does.
I know. I was.
Okay, so again, this is what I mean by she tried to dress him younger than he was. Even David calls out the fact that he's wearing like pretty youngish shoes, and he's like, Jason, those don't match who you are. And then Trisha's like, yes, it does, because Trisha wants him to appear younger. Trisha wants him to like be the Ken to her Barbie doll, and that's why I think it's so manipulative later when she goes on frenemies and she says Jason tries to act so young. Jason tries to dress young and look young, and it's like she was encouraging that behavior. She encouraged him to appear younger and dress younger. And then when they break up, she condemns him for the very things that she supported and encouraged.
I knew you were going to say that.
They do match his personality. He's a star inside, and he should shine like one.
What do you think of this town?
It's depressing.
It is at first. It's a.
See, she even defends it even when David's like, those are stupid. And even Jason is like, yeah, I didn't feel like they were me. Like, I didn't really want to wear them. Because Jason didn't want to wear things back in the day. I remember in the very beginning when she kept trying to dress him young, and he would be like, Trisha, I'm a father. I want to dress like a father. I don't want to dress like I'm younger than I am. But then she would insist that he did, and then later use it against him and like told Ethan, like, look at him trying to be young, trying to dress young, trying to whatever.
A little. At first, it is a little depressing. Like, I thought the same thing, but I've been here 6 times now, and it grows on you. Like, it's fun.
Everything's dead here. Look at the trees.
David makes it fun. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, like he'll take you to Dunkin' Donuts, and somehow it's fun. I don't know.
She's being negative, but that's typical of her. I know that she grew up in Chicago too, so she probably is just like dragging her own like her own hometown, like her own home place. But it's a little bit negative because David's clearly happy to be there. Jason's trying to be a good sport, and then Trisha's just like, "Oh, this place sucks. Everything's sad around here." Blah blah blah. Like just hating for the sake of hating. Like just have a good time, girl.
Or like he'll be at like Abercrombie and Fitch, and he'll run into some idiot that he knows, and then that idiot will be really fun. It's pretty much it's fun. It's kind of fun, and you're here.
That's funny. Demo works at Abercrombie.
I also kind of think that Trisha doesn't really like the fact that all center focus is on David in his hometown, because she's gonna want some attention on her, which I think is why Jason was like, "Oh, and you're here too. Like, it's gonna be really exciting because of you." Like, he's trying to cater to her need to be the center of attention. So he's like, "It's not all bad. You're here," which he always seems to do to like make her feel better.
All right, guys. Jason and Trisha are visiting my hometown.
Woo!
Yay!
You guys were in a big fight the other day.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Okay, so they fought again. And remember, this is toward the end of the relationship. So now the fights are picking back up. There was like a period of time. They fought heavily in the beginning. Then in the middle, there was like a slight break. Like they were still fighting, but just it wasn't as big. And now it's toward the end again. They don't know it's going to end soon, but it is. And they're fighting again. Now notice that David knows about the fight. So I don't know if he saw it. I don't know if Jason told him about it. But Jason confirms, yes, we fought. And then Trisha immediately says, no, we didn't, and lies about it. And then Jason laughs because she's trying to pretend that they didn't. I think Trisha liked to hide the fact that they fought at times because she didn't like that people knew that they were that unstable. Even though she liked to showcase it on their channels, she didn't like that people knew that it was not a working relationship. Like it wasn't going well.
How'd you guys get back together so quick?
Well, she texted me, can I come get my car? Because I know we're never going to see each other again. And I was like, I can bring it.
How bad could it have been, though, if she said we're never going to see each other again? Was this a fight we've already addressed? This seems new. Because he said the other day, and as far as we know, the last videos we've seen, one was the ASMR one, and one was the Disney trip one, and we didn't see any big blowout there.
To you. So I think we were both, like, wanting to see. This is fun.
I know she's trying to be funny, but I don't even think that's why she would ever get back with him. Because remember what she just said in the podcast we just did yesterday? She was like, oh, Jason was a mediocre lay. So come on, she's not going to come back into a relationship that's bad or that she doesn't like for a mediocre lay. She's coming back because she quote unquote loved Jason, was obsessed with Jason, wanted to be with Jason. So I kind of feel like her asking if she could come get whatever and then him saying, I'll bring it to you. I feel like that was her way to wiggle back in and be like, Jason, I'm still here. Can we still be together? And then Jason was like a people pleaser. Jason like bent over backwards for her. I feel like he would have always taken her back, except for when things became dangerous, which is why that's why people need to realize when he doesn't take her back in the end, it's not because he's a bad guy who was mean and used her and just threw her to the side and abandoned her. He took her back every single time they broke up and took her back every single time she did something bad to him. So imagine how bad it must have been for him that he didn't take her back the last time. That's what you have to think about. How scary it must have been for him. And he even admitted he was scared. He wanted to get out of the relationship for the toward the end, and she drove her car through his house when he wouldn't take her back.
I had an idea of like going to buy a bunch of Christmas trees and putting them in Ilya's office, like 60 of them.
That's fun.
Like making a forest. But I don't know how we'll get that done. Your Instagram story was funny, Jason.
Which one?
Your trip is now booked to Vernon Hills, and you captioned it. God damn it.
I'll tell you though, that Holiday Inn's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
We slept. That's what I like about you, Trish. You're okay slumming it at a Holiday Inn Express.
That's my tour life, babe.
Okay, so Jason once again compliments Trisha, tells her that he likes something about her. And I will say it's interesting too that Trisha typically only wants to stay in high-end hotels. And she always kind of drags things that are beneath her or not too expensive. So the fact that he's complimenting her and saying, "Oh, I like that you like slept it out with me in these hotels," and she's like, "Oh yeah, like that's like," she's like positive about it and not complaining. I will say I'll give her credit for that because normally she says the opposite and she'll just complain and be kind of like classist.
What are you guys on? Third?
2.
Why do you need to know our room? And like David wants to know our room. He's like, don't give it to him. I'm like, why?
Because there'll be a bunch of Christmas trees in there.
Wait, so this is also an interesting thing because I pretty sure on Frenemies they did this whole entire episode where they like scoured through David Dobrik footage and they found this video of Trisha looking like she was crying. She's wearing the same hoodie here, so this is why I'm bringing this up. She's wearing the same hoodie here. She looks like she's crying, and they made it seem like Trisha made it seem like it was because David popped out on her in their hotel room and caught Jason and her having X. So this is why this part is interesting. There's a few things why this is interesting, but she's right here. Jason's like, don't give him the hotel. Because Trisha's like, why can't he know? And Jason's like, don't give it to him. He'll like do a prank on us. So clearly Jason here is like, I don't want him to do a prank on us. Like, don't give it to him. But then they end up giving it to him, and I guess he does do the prank on them. I guess he tries to pop out and scare Trisha, but they end up having X, so then he's like stuck in the bathroom, like, oh my god, this is awkward, like what do I do? But Trisha tried to paint it like, yeah, so David hid in the bathroom and was like filming us having X, or like, I don't know, he's being like sneaky or whatever. Like, that isn't the case. That's not what happened. Also, I think she'll claim here, she claims something. I have to go back and look for it. She claims that she ended up not hanging out or being in videos anymore. I don't know if it was because of this or because of JoJo Siwa, but she's wearing the same hoodie. This is why it's confusing. But she's consistently in videos after this.
This is so much fun having you here, I gotta say.
Yeah, babe.
Okay, see, again, Jason compliments Trisha. He's like, I love having you here. It's so fun having you here. This is important because Trisha used to act like Jason didn't want her around in any capacity and that he had more fun with his friends and that he didn't like to spend time with her and that he would rather just be with his friends and not with her. But every time Jason took Trisha with them on one of these trips, he was so happy. Like, he always told her, every time he took her, he was like, it's so much better with you here. Like, it's so boring without you. Which means Jason had more fun with Trisha than without.
What?
I miss you. You're so far away from me. I love you.
I love you too. Let's move off it.
Okay, so here's a bad part on Jason's part that I'm going to call out. So Trisha obviously is feeling kind of clingy and loving, and I feel like it's because Jason just said, I love having you here, babe. And he truly meant that, right? He truly meant that because he said that in the other video too. I don't think Jason ever says things he doesn't mean when he's unprompted to say them. So he unpromptedly said that. And then I think Trisha really liked that, which obviously you could tell. So then now she's feeling all lovey and she's like, babe. And then he's like, what? And it's like, you're too far away. So she kind of said babe like she was upset, which is why he asked her what the problem was. But then he finds out that it's just like, oh, you're too far away. I miss you. So now he's feeling claustrophobic, I bet. Or like now he's feeling crowded because he's literally just right there in the car and she wants him to be like right on top of her. So he's annoyed. So he's like, yeah, I love you too, but like come off it. Like he's basically saying like we're in the same car together. We love each other. We don't have to say we love each other every 5 seconds. But this is just a difference in how they are. Neither one is necessarily wrong, but I think he's being, I don't want to say insensitive because I'm sure he's dealt with this for an entire year. But there's a nicer way to go about it. There's a nicer way to just be like, I love you too. And that's it. Like, you don't have to be like, come off it. I know he's annoyed because he probably thinks she's going to keep doing it and keeping like, come here, be right on top of me, blah, blah, when they're like already right there. But there is a nicer way to just be like, okay, babe, I love you too. Because now she's going to be offended and now there's going to be probably a fight.
Nothing.
Okay, see? Now she's like, what? Because she's like, why are you coming at me? And he's like, nothing, because he's exhausted. He doesn't want to get into it. He doesn't want to get into the fight. But he couldn't help himself but snap and say it because you could tell that he goes through this a lot. This is not someone who just had this happen to them once. This is someone who's had this happen to him multiple times, which we've seen in multiple videos, which is why it seems like he's already at his wit's end. But to us, the viewers, we're like, she just said it. Like, why are you so annoyed already? It's because we're only seeing this moment in time. But remember, he's lived this way for an entire year. So he knows how she is and what she's going to be like and what she's going to do, which is why he's trying to get her to like calm down and not be so clingy. But here's the thing with Jason, it's like she could either be clingy and nice and loving, but on top of him and him feeling suffocated because she doesn't give him like a moment to breathe. Because remember what she said with Moses? She follows him to the bathroom. She also said she did that with Jason. She followed Jason to the bathroom. So imagine it's either have her be nice and loving, but be on top of you and not give you like even a moment to breathe, or say something about it because you need your space and then cause a rift. And now she's going to be mad at you and now she's going to be mean to you. So she operates in extremes. It's all or nothing. And he just wants a balance.
I can't believe we were apart for like 2 days.
I'm
and
sensing
didn't
a
talk.
lot of tension between all of us.
Okay. She said, I can't believe we were apart for 2 days and didn't talk. I wonder if this is what their fight was about. And now that he reacted that way, she's bringing it up. Because remember, she was just loving a second ago. But now that he did that, she's thinking of reasons to be upset with him. Now she needs a reason to be upset with him. Because she can't really be upset with him for him saying, calm down. So now she's looking for one. And now she's going to find one. She's going to break up an old fight now. And So it's like this is kind of the path Jason quote unquote chose. Like it's either you keep her happy, she's on top of you 24/7, or you make her mad and she fights you 24/7. Because I feel like with Trisha, she kind of, to feel close to someone, she likes to fight them and she likes to love them. So if she can't love them, she's going to fight them. Both ways make her feel close to the person, ironically enough. Now notice David came in here with a save because David could tell that there was a fight brewing. So he's like, wow, I sense a lot of actual tension. This made them both laugh and broke them both away from the fight. So Trisha always said, oh, David just constantly wanted to see us fight. He just constantly wanted to ruin the relationship and make us break up. But that's not true. David constantly tried to make them get along. Not all the time. He did like to film their fights for footage, but he didn't like to instigate real fights. And when he saw real fights taking place, David almost always tried to break them up and distract them so that they wouldn't fight. Now this says David decides to buy his friend a car to celebrate his coming out party. So that said, so Trish and I... Sorry. So Trish and I head to the bank and the dealership. We have 3 hours to get everything done.
Great conversation or excellent service?
No, keep going, keep going.
What do you want her to do?
Cool car?
Keep going. Above and beyond. Entertaining driver. How about that?
Where's that? I don't
Keep
see
going.
it. Oh, I
keep
see. I
going.
see it. The
Entertaining
balloon.
driver.
Yeah.
Then
So I'm gonna give you guys some background to this because it'll make this part more meaningful. Apparently, this was their Uber driver, and they both talk about how he was like overbearing and kind of like too much. So here at the end, you can tell he's trying to get Trisha to rate him highest as possible. Like Trisha's doing it because she's like trying to be nice. So she's like, "Oh, what do you want me to rate you? Excellent." And then he's like, "No, no, like above and beyond, like way higher." And you like kind of think he's kidding at first, but he's not. And Jason seems to be a little bit like defensive slash protective here because he's like, what are you trying to get her to do? Like, what is she doing for you? Like, I don't think Jason likes that he is having Trisha do something.
After that, there's a spot that says gratuity, which I appreciate.
Okay.
And then you guys are done.
Thank
And you were the best night I ever had.
Oh my god. Like, okay, I don't know. I can see why they felt awkward and weird about this because he does seem to like kind of be holding them hostage to do it. I also understand he just wants to be like rated high, but you can't. This isn't about him, so I can't go. I'm not going to go too much in this, but you can't force someone to rate you higher than they believed you to be. You know, you can't have someone in their car rate you while you're in their car. That's a bit much. So if they say anything about it, Jason and Trisha, I'm gonna give them a pass on this.
Oh, thank
All
you so
right, Avi,
much.
thank you, man.
Thank you. Take care.
All
All right, good luck.
Let me get the let me do the tip, babe. All right, there you
Love
go.
that.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Avi. Bye. Guys, I'm vlogging on my phone because my phone's dead. Okay, guys, we're at the Mercedes dealership. Our Uber driver was great. At first, I thought this is the greatest guy ever, and then we were like, no.
I'm not going to fault them for this because it is weird that he had them in their car, making sure that he knew what they were rating him. That is unusual behavior. I don't blame even Trisha. Like you could see like her face when Jason starts to mention it. Trisha's like, "Oh, that was like a lot." Like, and she's like hardly even talking, which you know is real. This is why I say when Trisha starts talking about things that allegedly happened to her, she has so much to say, and it's just it never comes off real. Because it's not. Because Trisha seems when things actually happen to Trisha, she actually seems to do the opposite and go quiet and not really like to talk about it. Just like when she thought she was going to get in trouble for the Keemstar stuff, she's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Like everything stopped. And like when something happened allegedly between her mother's boyfriend doing something odd, like remember her mother said that her boyfriend like would end up in Trisha's bed or something. Like Trisha doesn't like to talk about that. Um, so even here, Trisha's like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like you notice she didn't instantly say anything. It was Jason. When things actually happen to Trisha, she doesn't like to say anything. Like she didn't run to come tell the story. Jason started it. Let's see what she says though.
Oh my god. He was like, you should let me negotiate. You should let me. I couldn't. He's like telling Jason what to say on the phone. It's driving me nuts. And then he's like, you gotta say, take or leave it. And Jason literally got like.
Okay, so the volume's kind of low. This isn't me. This is just Jason's video. The volume dropped in the video. I'm not sure why, but Trisha's explaining that they were telling the guy that they were going to this dealership, and the guy kept overstepping boundaries and was like, "You should let me come in and do the negotiation. If they tell you anything, say this, say this." So he was kind of trying to dictate how they behaved, and Trisha is saying that it was weird and that Jason didn't like it because the guy was being very like aggressive and trying to control what they did.
To a point where he's like, not in that position right now. I need this freaking car.
I need the car today, as I was trying to tell him. Hopefully gonna get the car today, Julio.
Yes. Are we gonna be able to eat before, or what time's the reveal?
Well, he's telling us to go to Chicago.
Okay, I'm gonna give Trisha credit here because normally when she's hungry or wants food, she is a menace. Like, will throw a toddler temper tantrum. But here she's just like, will there be time to get food? Like, she seems upset, but she's not doing anything to him. She's just asking, like, will there be time to get food? Because that's gonna obviously upset her, but she's not throwing the tantrum yet. So I'm gonna say that she was being pretty rational here.
To
What?
downtown, 'cause that's where the reveal's gonna be.
Where?
At Ilya's Airbnb.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everything will go okay? It's gonna make it?
Hey!
I want to see. They got their ribbon here and everything.
Yeah, they do have the
Oh,
ribbon.
yeah.
I want to see the ribbon on the car.
I know.
And take a picture.
Oh, this is nice.
Okay, did you guys see that? That's why it's a bit much. The Uber driver already dropped them off. Keep in mind they had been talking for what? A few minutes or something? They'd been talking for a bit. And then the Uber driver comes in and it's like, how are things going, guys? Are you doing the negotiation? Like, that is a bit much. So that's what I'm saying. You got to give them a pass for saying whatever they did about the Uber driver because that is a weird experience. Like, imagine your Uber driver being kind of like aggressive in the car, making you rate him like the highest possible, and then when you get dropped off and you leave, he gets out of his car and comes into the exact building you're in and tries to check up on you. It's like overstepping.
This is what I initially got my mom. Yeah, we're gonna put it on.
So good. Did you already pay and sign everything?
I did.
You guys, why is the Uber driver still there? I'm like trying to not make this about the Uber driver, but why is he still there? He's standing there with them getting the car. I don't know how these two weren't more afraid because this is a total stranger kind of intervening on their time together. Also, I will say that it's nice that Trisha is so supportive of Jason in this moment because I feel like in this video, in this moment, she's being a supportive girlfriend because Jason was sent to go get the car and go do kind of like, like the adult hard work. And Trisha went with him and she was nice to him and she was supportive of him and she didn't like complain or anything and she didn't give him a hard time. I think sometimes she had her golden moments where when he needed her to be supportive, she was. It's just weird that like daily she couldn't be. I'm not sure why.
Hi, thank you. Wow. We got the flip-flops. We lost the key for a while.
Oh my god, that
Go over to Trisha.
I'm like low-key kind of surprised that the Uber driver isn't in the car with them, like in the back seat, like adding his commentary.
Channel to see me lose my mind because I lost the key to the brand new car. All I thought was, oh my god, I got this kid a brand new car and I lost the key. And now we're gonna go into the city and do an Airbnb party or whatever. And by the way, I hate parties. I know you all probably think I'm 45 and like, what's he doing hanging out with all these kids? And I only go to film and I can't.
Jason has constantly said this, by the way, which is why I think it's so manipulative and gross that Trisha, like, nowadays says, oh, Jason thinks he's young. Jason tries to party. Jason thinks he's like a 20-year-old when he's 45. Jason has consistently, from the very beginning, especially of Trisha and Jason's relationship, has said, I hate going to these parties. I hate being there. I would rather just go home and sleep. He does not like them. Every party we've seen him at, when he does come and he doesn't want to be there, you can tell he doesn't want to be there. Trisha knows he doesn't want to be there. So for her to pretend that he goes out and lives his party lifestyle is not accurate. So I truly believe this is why Jason liked it more when Trisha came along because he felt like someone was more on his wavelength and more on his vibe because she didn't want to do the parties either. She was older than everyone else was. She was like 10 years older than everyone in the vlog squad. And then Jason was 20 years older than everyone in the vlog squad. Yeah. So they, wow, when you say it like that, it's crazy. Gelled more, they vibed more, he got along more with Trisha. I think he genuinely liked to be more in Trisha's company than in their company.
Can't stand socializing with them at all.
You're lying.
No, I really like David's friends from Chicago a lot. And then what else? And so then, yeah, there's going to be like a party. And it is Reggie's coming out party, which is pretty nice.
And by the way, I don't think that he was lying. And I don't believe that she believed he was lying about not wanting to go to the party. I think she thought he was lying about not wanting to socialize because Jason's a very social and like outgoing person. But I truly believe that his ideal wasn't hanging out with a bunch of like 20-year-olds to party because he always just seemed like he didn't want to. He just wanted to work and get footage and content.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think coming out parties are a thing.
Well, it is if you're friends with David. We're going to celebrate this whether you like it or not.
He got a brand new car for just coming out as gay.
Yeah.
That's
That's so funny. That's so funny. He should have came out years ago.
I know. I'll come out as gay. I don't care. That's crazy. He's like, we should probably go get him a car. It's like, he's gay, not dying of cancer.
Okay, so Trisha's basically, I understand what Trisha's saying here. She's saying like, it's just his actuality. Like, there's no reason to throw him a party. But in that same sense, we do have gender reveals where people like celebrate, oh my god, it's a boy, it's a girl, and those are celebratory occasions, and she herself had one for her own children. So it's like, okay, well, obviously you also had a party for your gender reveals, and that's just the gender of your children. So anyone can have a party for anything. And I think David getting his friend a car was just because it's hard to come out. A lot of people don't, and it's kind of a big deal because not all of society is that accepting. Like, yes, a lot of society is accepting, but not all of it. So it is still a big deal. It still does have repercussions sometimes. So I think David trying to throw his friend a party and get him a car or whatever is just him being like, hey, I'm here. I'm supportive. I still love you. And I'm going to celebrate you. So yeah, I think that's what it was.
I'm gonna come out as straight tonight, see what I get.
No one will believe you.
Okay, now notice that passive aggressive joke there. They're obviously like joking together, they're having fun, and then he goes, I'm gonna come out straight, and then she says, no one will believe you. This is her once again taking any opportunity to accuse him of being gay, which is ironic because they're literally going to a party to celebrate someone coming out, and she's using him being gay as an insult. Because that's what it is. When she makes these passive aggressive comments, she's doing it to insult Jason. She's doing it to like, she's doing it in a negative light. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but like a long time ago, there was like controversy, because there was like this whole ad of like Hilary Duff being like overhearing someone say that's so gay, and then Hilary Duff being like, you shouldn't say that, that's hurtful. And then like I think Trisha even referenced that one time and was like, yeah, people used to say that all the time, and you're not supposed to say it. Her making jokes like this, like, oh, you must be gay, or like, oh, you're gay, like no one will believe your shit. That's the same thing. That's equivalent to the same thing that you shouldn't be doing. Like you shouldn't be using that as an insult or in a negative light. But she does all the time.
Before you start complaining, they don't fit. We thought of that.
Why?
They don't fit in there.
What size are they?
Not his size.
They're not his size?
No, they don't. They literally, they had one box. That was it. And everything closes at 10 o'clock.
How much were these?
$625.
Why don't you just pick the box?
So he could have the shoes.
Why would you
Start with me. Don't.
Okay, so this part's kind of confusing. It seems like Jason and Trisha were in charge of getting the car and the shoes, but there was no shoes in the guy's size, and David's like upset by it. But David kind of seems like the kind of person who, like, when he doesn't like something or he's upset by something, he just questions it a bunch to kind of just. It seems like David does this thing where he like questions someone to make them answer until they realize that they were wrong. So he's asking questions like that. He's asking in his own head that he knows are wrong, like that the answers are wrong. So he asks the person so that when they answer, they'll eventually be like, oh, I was wrong. Why did I do that? That's what he's trying to do. But and I think Jason knows that he's trying to do that because David won't just outright say, you shouldn't have done this because this. He's instead trying to question them to get them to question their own behavior so that they can see that they were wrong.
Even literally turn around.
I saw this and I was like,
I gotta take a in the Bloomingdale's bathroom. Make it work.
I'm gonna need that shoe. Oh my god, it's a mess back here, guys. Presentation.
I know. I'm getting.
Back there.
You have one more comment about how I bought a car in 3 hours.
Yeah, I will say this obviously isn't about David and Jason, but I will say Jason literally just sat in a dealership and got the job done. He got the car, he got the shoes, even if the shoes are wrong. So David complaining is a bit much because it's like if you wanted something done, then do it yourself.
Green bow? Is he a leprechaun?
That's all they had. It was either that or a white bow, and I knew white wouldn't show on a white car.
A green bow.
I kind of will say though, to David's credit, even though he like gets annoyed by something or upset by something, he does seem to keep it in a playful manner and doesn't make it that serious. So it's like passive aggressive joking, but like it's still jokes.
That's all they had.
Yeah, we gotta take this stuff out.
Why? You're not going to show back here, are you?
It's not. It's how he looks at the car. It's a brand new car. You got to present it to him. Here's your brand new car and my garbage from today.
Okay, so David, here we go. There's the bow.
Like this clearly means a lot to David to make sure his friend thinks that they got him something special. So I can see why he's like, oh, this kind of looks like trash, you guys. Like, come on.
Yeah, where's Natalie? She's your assistant, not us.
Oh,
We're not
trust me.
We're lost.
Ooh, Trisha's like, get Natalie to do this. We are not your assistants. Like, I know Trisha never liked Natalie, so it's kind of funny that she's like, get her to do it. But I also understand that Trisha and Jason just spent all that time in the dealership and just dealt with everything. So, like, I can completely understand why they'd be like, we're not going to clean it too, even though it's their garbage. Like, you should take your garbage away. Like, your garbage doesn't need to be in there. But I understand that they're feeling kind of like he's being ungrateful for their contribution.
Lost in the garage because they're on one side, I'm on the other.
And quick note, I do think it's, even though she was like kind of semi-aggressive there, I feel like it's good that she stood up for Jason and herself and included them together as a partnership and a team, because that's how couples should be.
Gonna need an engineer to get us out of here. Jesus Christ. This day won't end.
Guys, car is red. Oh my god. It's really Jason, you look sick. Jason, get out of the car.
I'm shutting it off, you I've had just about enough of your bullshit today.
You're ruining the shot.
Jason's like reacting to David, like kind of how he reacted, like similarly to Trisha in the car when she was saying "I love you" too much. He's like, "Oh my god, shut up! Like, let me breathe." Jason, I think, doesn't like. Nobody likes criticism, but I feel like Jason will take criticism, take it. But then there comes a point where it's like too much, and he just kind of like snaps.
Get out.
Taking the key out. Oh, good job, Jason. Thank you. Get a cashier's check, $30,000.
With my credit.
We did it. It's all over. Great job.
Bling bling. Oh, I got my line. I always like my lines when I hand over things.
What are you gonna say?
Ah, those are your size.
Trisha didn't look too happy there, but she is laughing and stuff, so I think she's still in a good mood. She's probably hungry though, because I remember she mentioned she was hungry. Remember? So they went from the dealership to this party. She's probably hungry, so she's probably like got a little bit of like negativity and anger brewing. We'll see if the video remains positive though.
But maybe this is.
Oh, I love that. Why don't you surprise me with anything?
Okay, so she was being supportive for a second because she's like, "Oh my god, I love that thing that you just came up with," which is, she never does that with Jason. She's always like annoyed by Jason. But then I can tell that she's in that like hunger anger phase, because right now she's like, "Jason, why don't you do things for me?" So now she's in her like negative jealous mode. Before she was okay. And now she seems to be getting slowly upset. So I think we might see some more negativity here.
I did. I surprised you with a weekend in Vernon Hills. Trisha said she would have come out a long time ago if she'd get a car.
So yeah, Trisha had seemed annoyed because she doesn't like when people get things and she doesn't, and she always compares it. So if she sees someone getting something, she's always going to go to her partner and be like, "Why aren't you doing the same thing?" Because she wants to feel just as special as everyone else, even though this is specifically about this guy and then like it's his day and it's his party. She still wants something to be about her too. She doesn't really like the light to shine on other people.
So over the top for someone who's being gay. You are gay.
No, it's you're gay. Here's a car. It's not here's a car. You're gay.
She like really is not about this party, which is really interesting because she's like a gay icon to the gay community, but then she's so sus about it. Like, she always makes passive aggressive comments about the gay community. She uses gay as an insult. She accuses people of being gay. She uses it in a negative manner, and yet the gay community loves her, but she doesn't love them. And this, I think, is a little bit more indication of that too, because she's like, "Why is he getting a party? Like, what's so special? Like, what's the big deal?" Like, the big deal is that, like I said before, you're not always accepted. It still can be scary to come out. It does change the way, the course of your life in a bit, because you're expected to like, just go like the traditional route, and he's going his own route. I think that knowing that people still love him and will celebrate him just because he's different is important to him. And those who love him are trying to make him feel like they love him. So her being like negative about it, like everyone else is just like, "Oh yeah, we love him, we're here," and she's just like downplaying it and kind of dragging it.
Surprise! You're gay!
You're gay. Wait, it says you're gay. You're gay.
Congratulations, Reggie.
Proud dad. Thoughts? Was it lit?
What the f is happening?
Wait, this is kind of funny because this guy's like, "Ooh, what?" maybe he agrees with Trisha, and he's like, "Why are they throwing me a party for this?"
Are you so excited to be gay?
As if you found out today. There was a
That's funny.
time where you were looking at me, and I'm like, holy he knows. That's where Jason and Trisha went. They had to go book this. And they had to go figure this out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The Trisha Paytas planned my party. I too
Begrudgingly, but yes, she did help. She did contribute a lot. She did the hard work with Jason, or she was supportive while he did it. And it's funny that Jason kind of gives her more credit and like makes her the star of it.
I'm a gay icon.
Jason.
What?
Give him the thing.
You didn't tell me. Oh.
Oh, that's a very sweet reaction. He really appreciated being given something like that. That's very sweet.
If they're not your size, you can go ahead and exchange them.
They're perfect.
I don't know if those flip-flops are going to be the right.
That's a very like grateful person. Like that's a very sweet moment. He clearly appreciated what they did for him and what they got for him, and it probably made it worth it to Jason and Trisha, who got him it anyways. Because remember, it was the wrong size, but they still brought it to him. So it probably meant a lot to them to see that too. Because remember, David was kind of critical, but this guy was very like touched and grateful, which is very indicative of the kind of sweet person this person probably is. So I think it's nice that they celebrated someone that that's sweet and grateful.
Right size. And I feel bad.
I don't know.
But this will be the right size.
That's Michael's. That's Michael's. You took Michael's keys.
If this elevator ride wasn't so long. Take
You're
them.
kidding?
Take them.
Which one?
Like, I think that was Corinna who said that because the guy's like, which one? And Corinna's like, all of them. That was a funny joke.
I didn't know that big bowl over there. To your right. My bad.
This is probably one of the most emotional reactions David has ever gotten for giving someone a car. And I think, like I said, Jason and Trisha, especially Jason, because Trisha doesn't really like know this person, but Jason did. I feel like Jason probably feels better now that he spent all that time and did all that stuff. And like David wasn't ingrate, but this kid clearly isn't an ingrate. It clearly meant a lot to him, and that's why I think like she shouldn't have been complaining about the party and like celebrating him, because look how grateful he is. Like it clearly means a lot to him to feel like this loved.
Do you like it? Yeah. Go check it out.
Oh my god, black interior! Yes, that's the one I want!
See, even the bow, this guy is so nice. Like everything David criticized, this guy is in love with. Even the bow, he's like, oh my god, even like the guy just said, oh my god, even the bow. And I remember David's like, you guys got him a green bow. Like he's so like just appreciative. And it's so sweet. And I feel like this is probably one of the most authentic and genuine reactions that David's ever gotten from anyone that he surprised anyone with. Which again is why I think it was kind of rude and unnecessary for Trisha to complain about celebrating this guy and giving him things just for his actuality, because I think you can celebrate anyone for anything. Sometimes you could just celebrate someone just for existing. I mean, we do every year on our birthdays, every year just for existing. Just because we exist, we get a party. So why shouldn't he get a party too?
Do you like the car? Do you like the interior?
I'm so glad I came out today.
Wait, and that's actually interesting. He actually came out that day and they set all this up for him on the same day. That's really fast work on all of them. And I guess that makes sense now because Jason said he got the car in 3 hours. So they did it all in one day, the same day he came out. That was sweet of them.
That's the best reaction I've ever seen for anything.
Reggie, honk the horn. Toot toot.
Perfect.
So yeah, I think that was incredibly sweet of them to celebrate their friend like that, and it was nice of Trisha to go and support. I do think that her comments about how it was so unnecessary to throw him a party and that he didn't need a party just for whatever, I think those were rude, especially when you see what kind of guy he was at the end. Like he was such a good guy, or he just seems like such a like emotional and grateful and appreciative and just like sweet person. Like you could tell that he appreciated every single person's effort because he like everything that they did for him, he loved it. Everything. Everything. He was appreciative of even the smallest things. And those are like the best people to do things for because I feel like they deserve it. Like the ones who just like appreciate life in any capacity and appreciate the small things. Um so yeah, I think it was nice that they did that for him. And I hope at the end Trisha realized how much it meant to that person to be celebrated in that way. So that she wouldn't ever complain about that kind of thing again. Um, so at the end, this is unrelated to Trisha or Jason. Jason is talking to his friends, but she does appear at the end, so let's go there.
All right, so you're gonna sing the song now?
Well, I feel like that's too much pressure.
Oh, babe, you know I love everything you do.
Oh, say can.
Okay, so again, Jason's very sweet to Trisha. He's complimenting her. He loves everything she does. Um, this is why, like, though that comment at the beginning when he was kind of rude to her and he was like, okay, stop saying you love me, whatever. This is why you kind of can't put much stock into that because every day, like unprompted from what we've seen in videos, he constantly gasses her up. He constantly tries to make her feel loved. It only seems like he gets annoyed when it becomes like an issue, like earlier with the issue being that he just didn't want to be stuck in a situation where she got mad at him for not being too close to her when he was already being loving. So yeah, look, he's loving, he is letting her perform, and she loves this. You know she loves this. She loves being the center of attention, especially his center of attention, and he allows her to be. So when this relationship was like good, it seemed like it worked. It was never good. It was like almost never good. But when it was, they did seem like they were I don't want to say compatible because overall they weren't compatible, but they did get along. They did have good energy together. They did have good can't say chemistry again because they were just good together when they were good.
Can you see by the dawn's early light?
Okay.
Get proof through
Nice.
the night.
Nice.
That our flag was still there.
He's complimenting her on every note. Like this guy is very supportive of her. And she was very supportive of him for almost the entire day. So this is both of them giving and taking. So Trisha did give in that capacity. So they're giving and taking.
Nice.
Oh, say does that star spangle and then I yet wave.
Nice.
Thanks. Okay.
He's so supportive of her. He's just so nice to her. One thing I will say though is that he's so much nicer. She does sometimes compliment his singing, but a lot of times she'll be like, ugh, don't sing. No one wants to hear that, blah, blah. But then meanwhile, he's so supportive of her. Meanwhile, she's like, no one wants to hear you sing. Like, shut up, blah, blah, blah. But he's very nice. And I think that she could be nicer. I feel like if she was just constantly nice, if they were just constantly in this mode, they would have been a good couple that could have worked. But she is like a self-sabotager and she can't allow herself to be happy. And so it just is what it was.
Nice.
Thanks. Okay. For the land of the
Whoa!
Again, he was super nice. He just gasses her up all the time. He constantly tells her she's funny. He constantly tells her she's a good singer. He constantly tells her that she's so pretty. Jason says a lot of things about her, and he's so nice about her. He actually is not as critical of Trisha as Jason is as critical of Jason is not as critical of Trisha as Trisha is as critical of Jason. And I think if she wasn't as critical and just allowed herself to be happy, they probably could have been happy. But yeah, so this is like one of the videos toward the end of their relationship. I will say this is probably some of the best behavior I've seen from her. And I know she was sly and passive aggressive a few times, but overall she seemed to be like supportive and kind of just like laid back and okay. But let's see how she goes forward because remember, there's not very many videos left in this series. the relationship's almost over. So let's see whether it remains semi okay or if it just grew more and more rocky. I know the answer already. I'm sure a bunch of you do, but stay tuned for those who don't know or for those who just want reminders and find out. Because Trisha might have ended on a high note in that song there, but the relationship definitely does not.